Good evening, and welcome to Avionews Network Now, your introduction to this week's Avionews Weekly Digest magazine. The big news of the week is the collapse of Windjet, a large Italian low-cost carrier which left 300,000 passengers stranded during the height of the holiday season. We also cover the battle for slots on the London-Manchester route between Virgin Atlantic and British Airways. There's more controversy over Ryanair, irregular state aid in Italy and France, accusations of fuel shortages on Spanish flights, and a Facebook storm over €60 charges for e-ticket printing. There is tension between Israel and Egypt over the massive presence of Egyptian military aircraft over the Sinai Peninsula, deployed in anti-terrorist operations. The video of the week is a small tribute to Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon, who sadly passed away this Saturday, the 25th of August, 2012.
In less than a century, America has progressed from the sandy hills of Kitty Hawk along the Atlantic coast into the vast new ocean of space. The journey's been difficult and dangerous, but it's also been rewarding. It's given us a better understanding of our home planet, our solar system, and the universe.
In the late 1950s and early 1960s, the United States of America was in a state of shock due to the primacy of the Soviet Union in space. Both the first satellite and the first manned spaceflight were Russian. President John Kennedy threw down the gauntlet and the Apollo program was born.
The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And it is one of the great adventures of all time. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
From the first US manned Earth orbit in 1962, featuring John Glenn, to the first man on the moon, only 7 short years elapsed. That man on the moon was, of course, Neil Armstrong, on the 21st of July 1969. And this brief video is a testimony to the courage of a true 20th century hero.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made?
Oh, that looks beautiful from here, Neil.
We'll be back next week with more on Neil Armstrong, as well as updated coverage on Hurricane Isaac and the air war in Syria. Thank you for watching, and good night.